Dramatic comebacks after being down and out. An agonizing defeat in a last ball thriller. It has been a roller coaster ride for the My Emirates in the DP World ILT20 Season 4. But inspiring performances from the likes of T20 legend Shakib Al Hasan and yet another homegrown hero, Zahoor Khan, have ensured they are just one win away from bagging a spot in the playoffs. On the other side, with 4 back-to-back defeats, Gulf Giants are feeling the heat. Can they get their campaign back on track tonight? Zayed Cricket Stadium is all set for yet another gripping showdown. Two teams with contrasting fortunes enter the Zayed Cricket Stadium tonight. It's match number 26 of the DP World ILT20 Season 4. It's My Emirates taking on the Gulf Giants. A quick look at the points table. You'll see it's number 2 taking on number 4. My Emirates, a win tonight guarantees them a spot in the playoffs. Gulf Giants, a loss tonight dampers their hopes even further. Well, we'll see how it all turns out in the next couple of hours. But let me tell you, hello and good evening. This is Cricket Safari. Two teams who've been champions before. The question is, can they do it again? They've been there, done that. But My Emirates on the other side will take a lot of confidence in the way they've won their previous games. Gulf Giants need some changes. I guess we'll find out at the toss.
Now, these two teams have had a nice rivalry over the last little while. In fact, they've had some thrillers as well. 4 of the last 8 games have been decided in that last over. So here they are, the two captains outside, Kyron Pollard and also James Vince, and also match referee Rashad Mohanama. Gentlemen, welcome. Kyron, you've got the coin, understand?
Tails.
Tails is the goal. It is heads.
Heads it is. Right, Kyron, what have you decided to do?
Now we're going to have a bowl first.
And what's the main reason for that?
There's no real reason. There's no science.
You always say that.
Yeah, there's nothing really behind it. Let's see what happens.
Okay. Now, it's a big game for you guys. You guys are on a bit of a roll, but you win today, you definitely qualify for the playoffs.
Yeah, that's the end result. But before you get to the end result, there's a process that needs to take place, and I think that's more important than the end result tonight.
Now, you guys have been gelling nicely, but the conditions have changed a bit towards the end of this tournament. The spinners are coming to play more. How much has that changed strategy from your point of view?
I don't think it changes strategy. I think it changes conversations and the language that you use. Rather than be negative about what's in front of you, look for the positive part of it. Both teams have to play on the pitches. And again, when you use the pitch as an excuse, it gives you an easy way out, and you don't want things too easy. So for us, it's about being positive, play the ball, play what's in front of us, play the situation, and hopefully that determines and that outcome is on our side.
What about your team?
I think same team.
Okay, good job. Enjoy it. James, now, your situation, you win this one, you're an 84%, the computer boffins are telling us, you're an 84% chance of making the playoffs. If you lose it, that drops down to 36%. Bit of extra focus on this one for you guys.
Yeah, we obviously, results have been going against us the last week or so, but yeah, we've been putting in a lot of hard work to try and turn things around. I think our complete performance is still to come. We've been doing well in patches of games, but losing small moments which have ultimately cost us. But doing a lot of stuff well. We just need to tighten up and make sure we do it throughout the duration of the 40 overs. And tonight obviously presents an opportunity to do that and get back to winning ways. Could
have been different. To be fair, the last couple have been very tight games, last over games.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's my point around. We're doing a lot of stuff well, but small patches in games are costing us extra 10, 15 runs with the bat, an extra wicket or so with the ball, and we're winning those games. So not far away. So, yeah, backing the guys to hopefully come good this evening.
Right, what about your team?
Very similar. Asif comes in for Ayan. I think that's about it.
Okay, play well, enjoy it.
Thank you.
Okay, right, so the news in the middle is that My Emirates have won the toss and they've elected to bowl first. Right, time for me to have a chat to Darren Ganga. Righto, Darren, you're going to be telling us about the pitch. I'll get you to take it away and give us all your wisdom about the surface. Go well.
Well, I'll try to do justice because Kyron Pollard didn't give you anything at the toss with his decision once more to win here in Abu Dhabi and bowl, because in the 9 matches previously at this venue this season, 5 teams have won batting first, yet very limited with the captains deciding to bat first. Now, why is that? Probably because of what we've seen from the first 4 matches to the next 5 matches played here. What we saw is a change in strategy from the seamers. They bowled 40% slow deliveries in the first 4 matches at Abu Dhabi, and then in the next 5, they went to 60% of slower deliveries. So what that tells you, will this pitch align with that sort of strategy? Let's have a look, because it's a pitch that was used before, maybe 6 days ago. It is light brown in color. It tells me that it's still relatively dry, not a huge amount of grass covering. So I expect that it still will be on the slower side. Now, the next thing is, you think about historical data. The average first inning score here, 164 this season. If you're batting first here, you want to capitalize on that power play. Make sure you score as many boundaries as possible. Score the bulk of your runs up front and don't backload your innings, even if you're chasing as well. So the seamers, again, for me, I think that plan to go slow deliveries more often than not should be the way to go. We saw that from Zahoor Khan in the last game when Emirates played against Abu Dhabi Night Riders. You look at his speeds, sub 100 kilometer per hour speeds, just one delivery beyond 100 kilometers per hour, and he was so effective in wicket taking and economy. So batters, be prepared for that. Find a way to counter it. That's the key. Bat properly. There might be a target in front of you. Give it your all and secure a win for your side.
Well, that's Darren Ganga giving us all the details. Welcome back to Cricket Safari. Andy Flower, Wakar Yunus here with me. Good evening, gentlemen.
Good evening.
Well, Andy, I'll start with you. What do you make of that decision of the toss? Is because out of 9 times, 5 times teams batting first have won. Also the same pitch where Sharjah Warriors defended at 174.
Yeah, Skipper Pollard was being quite cagey about the reasons why he's made that decision. I think in T20 cricket, often it's quite nice knowing what total you're chasing. And I think that gives you an extra few percentage points if you're talking about those percentage points going towards a win. I think the knowing what total you're chasing gives you some sort of structure. Even if you're chasing something big, it helps structure your chase. So I would imagine, you know, after all his years of playing T20 cricket, that's a part of the reason why he's made that decision. I think the ball should swing a little, and he's basically saying to the Gulf Giants, go on, see what you can do, and we'll chase it down.
Right, also, they'll take a lot of confidence because a lot of things are clicking for them. It's a contrasting fortune for them, just the way they started the tournament, and now they won 300 shots. Zahoor Khan has a major role to play there.
Yeah, they have got resources, and I think this pitch, we were talking about the surface, and I think this pitch might have a little bit more for the seamers because, you know, it's been 6 days that we played on that, and there's a grass there, and I have a feeling there might be a little bit moisture. It might not be the quickest of the surface, but there will be some seam movement, although, you know, it's not going to be for too long. Looking at the match last night, although there was no grass on the surface and there was a swing. So I feel on this surface there will be a little bit seam movement also for the bowlers. So I feel bowling first is not a bad idea.
So how good would Zahoor Khan be on this pitch? Because he's got the form. He's picked up 5 wickets in the last 2.
Yeah, this pitch might be a little bit different to what he has faced earlier, because earlier the pitch was dry and the ball wasn't really coming on, and he used his slow deliveries. He's a very good fast bowler who have those real good slow deliveries and then followed up with nice yorkers. I mean, he's got lots of experience. He's been playing cricket for a long period, and I feel you know, he's going to be handful once they get into those middle overs, because those middle overs are the key. You know, we all talk about attacking up front and looking for the boundaries up front. It's the middle overs where the spinners and the bowlers like Zahoor, they do the work for the team.
And there are many who actually do the work for them. If Rashid Khan's out, you come in with Shakib Al Hasan, Shakib with the ball and the bat.
Shakib's a clever cricketer, and we saw that in the last game that he played up at Dubai International Stadium. He was really canny with the ball, mixing up his pace. He gave it a little bit of flight occasionally, and it gripped quite significantly. And then he slid one past Fakhar Zaman, and beautifully stumped by Pooran. But that combination of those sliders, the slightly slower turners, they're brilliant combinations. And he picks the right time to do them, the right time to bowl which particular type of delivery at a particular batsman. He's been doing it for 15 or 20 years, and he's doing it as well as ever by the looks of things.
Yeah, he continues to do so. It is Shakib in his vintage form. The question is, what's his secret? Tells the man himself.
Do you still go to the gym multiple times a day?
Once a day.
I'm trying to get into the gym multiple times, at least twice a day, sometime, not every day. Hopefully I'll be able to do that. I think the hunger is still there, otherwise I wouldn't have, keep on playing cricket. I still love the game as much as I used to do when I was young, when I was 19. I still love this game so much. This game makes me happy. Every time I go into the field, makes my mind fresh. I feel like I'm alive. So that's the best thing that can happen to me. I do have to spend a lot of time at the nets because I think when your body gets slower, you need to train a little more. When I was talking to Sangakkara a few years back, that's the one thing he told me. And now I also realize, because it takes a little longer to get into your rhythm. So you need probably a couple of more sessions than it used to be.
Shakib dives forward and does the job himself.
I think everyone has a part to play. I think batsman can set up the game, but bowler needs to win it. Doesn't matter how good a batting team you are, as long as you don't have good bowling side, you're not winning the tournament. So I think bowling still holds the key. Well, to be honest, year and a half back, I decided not to plan too much. But at this moment, I'm in a good position. I would say I'm in a comfortable zone, and I want to remain like that.
Well, the Gulf Giants for sure have a lot to be aware of, and it's an uphill task because the batters are clicking, and for the My Emirates, you've got a Shakib Al Hasan who comes in as well. Now, for everyone who's joined our broadcast, let me tell you there's something to look forward to. It is your Jalwa Dikhao Inam Pao contest. So just before the match begins, let me tell you that Wizzy presents his Smart TV presents Jalwa Dikhao Inam Pao. Show your energy, show your passion. Participate now and win exciting prizes only with Wizzy Smart TV, a smart TV that has it all. These are the 2 questions that our commentators ask you. Answer them correctly and you stand a chance to win exciting prizes. We'll take a short break here, but on the other side, there are certain problems that the Gulf Giants need to be careful about. It is a My Emirates they're facing. They've got the momentum. Gulf Giants need that win. Can they do it? And can they turn their fortunes around? I guess we'll find out. Welcome back to Cricket Safari. A gentle reminder, the My Emirates won the toss, selected to bowl first. We've got the former coach of Gulf Giants, Andy. What do you make of the team?
Well, they've brought in Asif Khan, the hard-hitting UAE batsman, instead of Ayan Khan. And I hear that he might bat at number 3. We need Gurbaz to perform. When I say we, Gulf Giants need Gurbaz to perform. Nisanka's gone and he was in sparkling form. James Vincent, Mo Ali also need to step up with runs. They've got a plethora of all-rounders in Azmatullah, Omazai, Mo Ali himself, Kyle Mayers and Mark Adair, so we need them to fire both with bat and ball.
Indeed, we do. On the other side, if you take a look at My Emirates, a notable change there. You've got a Fazal Haq Farooqi who walks in. What do you make of that team?
Look, they're a fantastic side. They started the tournament on a really negative end, but they just won their last 4 games out of 5 games. So they are on the roll. Nicholas Pooran is the real concern for me. He hasn't really kicked off yet. Kevin Pollard is a great finisher. Shakib Al Hasan is doing really, really well with the ball, with the bat. And then, of course, Farooqi comes in. That's a big, big bonus with the Zahoor Khan, who has bowled really, really well in the previous game.
Right, but on the other side, the Gulf Giants had a good start. They won 3 games in their first 4, but on the other side, there has been a contrast in fortunes as they've lost 4 on the trot. Former coach, what do they change?
Well, you say on the trot, and Jonathan Trott is in charge of them this year. And he will have had quite a lot of work to do to try and keep that confidence in the dressing room. Great start for them, 3 wins out of those first 4, as you say, and then a little run of bad form. And it's coincided with losing Patum Nisanka. He was the class player in that first part of the tournament. So Vince himself needs to step up as the new opening batsman, taking Nisanka's place. Mo Ali also has been a little short of runs. These are very experienced cricketers all around the world, and particularly in this part of the world, the UAE. So those guys need to embrace that responsibility and come to the fore tonight. Tonight's an important game. If they win this, they've got an 84% chance of getting through to playoffs. Lose it, and it goes down to 36%.
Right, and James Wince, as you very rightly pointed out, the captain really needs to step up, because if you just take a look at his strike rate over the last couple of seasons, this season is down to 109. What does he do to make some changes?
Look, he's been the main man for the Gulf Giants over the last couple of seasons, and you know, him not scoring up at the top with Nissanka gone, and it's an added pressure on him. He did get few runs in the previous match, but a little scratchy. The strike rate we look for in T20 cricket is not there. He's not really finding that rhythm in his batting, and I'm not sure if this pitch is going to really help him, because there'll be a little bit of seam movement. So what I'm just gathering from Abu Dhabi's this ground, Zayed Stadium, I feel that you have to be a little bit smarter. I know you do need more runs in the power play, but you don't want to lose too many wickets in the power play also. So you're better off scoring maybe 35, 40 in the power play and just save wickets. If you got wickets in hand, I think you can recover after that.
But on the other side, that's James Wince for you and Gulf Giants. But how would you define Gurbaz's season? Because he's gotten starts and he's not got a big score, but then there is a certain 72 and a 50 out there as well.
Yeah. Actually, when he was batting with Nissanka, I think Nissanka took some pressure off him, but they also dovetailed quite well. When Nissanka scored, Gurbaz had a quiet time. When Nissanka stepped away, Gurbaz stepped up. Gulf Giants are really going to need that from him now. He is historically quite an unpredictable performer. He's unpredictable in his choice of shots. His outcomes are pretty varied. He can be brilliant one day and pretty ordinary the next. So I think that's a step in his game that he needs to take. He needs to become more consistent. He's got all the talent in the world, a beautiful technique, and I think him and his captain should be expecting more from him.
Right, but one biggest positive in that Gulf Giant squad will be Azmatullah Omarzai. The man had been picking wickets consistently, now performing with the bat as well.
Yeah, he has batted better than his bowling, I thought, in this tournament. Yeah, a very fine all-rounder who's got technique to be a top-order batter, and also good seam. He knows what he's doing. He understands the conditions also really well. He's got slow deliveries, and especially with the new ball, I think he's excellent. You got to use him up front with the new ball, because he lands in good areas. And on this surface, he'll ask questions.
So who's winning?
My Emirates.
My Emirates. What about you?
I'm afraid I'm with them as well.
Oh, really? I thought you'd pick Gulf Giants, but well, Gulf Giants need to make a comeback if they want a spot in the playoffs. My Emirates on the other side, one win, and they are in. We'll move to live action right after this short break.